Hello guys and welcome back to the Otaku's podcast. So today I want to talk about family anime.
You just shaded me so bad.
Why?
Right, I looked at my hair and said what the hell, as in I needed to redo it, and someone pressed start recording. I know it don't look great, typically, but it looked much worse a second ago.
It's a podcast. 90% of the people aren't going to see you. Unless you head on over to YouTube at the Otaku and please subscribe.
And check out our new lighting. You can actually see everything now. You can actually see how far I have to lean to be in shot.
I mean, you can see. We're dazzled and can't see. But anyway, yeah. So like I said, I want to talk about family.
This is getting worse.
What?
How far I'm leaning.
Yeah, I want to talk about family anime. So when I say family anime, I don't want to say like kids anime like Digimon and Pokemon and all that.
Fanimu.
I'm talking like fairy tale, something that the whole family could watch, but still suitable for kids.
Well, everyone says Dragon Ball's suitable for kids, but it's blasted every chance they get.
Only Vegeta, and it's still. I think that it's still a family anime because do kids pick up on it? No. When I was a kid, did I always pick up on it? No.
When I was a young warthog. When I was a young warthog. What's that from?
Lion King.
Wow, well done.
Took me a minute though. I was trying to figure out just exactly what had a warthog in it. That's how I figured it out. Are you done prattling?
Well, I'm a lot taller than you, and I thought if I lowered my chair it'd look better, but my chair won't go lower.
Anyway, so yeah, we've just mentioned two there. So I definitely think that Dragon Ball is one for kids, but it's more of a boyish sort of an anime.
Yes.
Good answer.
No, yeah, I never watched it when I was a kid.
No.
Because it was like Beyblade. I didn't watch that either. Beyblade's an anime, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's one I'd put for kids, definitely not for families.
No, because my brother used to want it on constantly and I thought it was the biggest pile of crap. But then I don't think Dragon Ball is like for the whole family.
I don't know, we enjoy it.
I know, but we're not like typical. Like, would your mum and dad sit and watch Dragon Ball?
Hell no.
Exactly. My dad would protest and then he'd put it on and he'd probably find he's enjoying it but wouldn't admit it. And my mum would just, no way.
Yeah.
Well, that's only because my dad is a gamer, so.
Yeah. Yeah, I definitely say it's very limited with Dragon Ball. Fairy Tail definitely one for the whole family.
Death Note.
Yeah, totally. Totally get kids watching
It's
that.
important messages that children need to learn. Such as, don't reason with your enemies, kill them. It's your ethos of walk in and punch the biggest guy.
It works. It works.
Our kids are just in so much trouble.
Best put my phone on silent, actually. That'd be
right. Rob always says whenever his phone goes off in videos, I'm always like, why ain't it on silent? And all I get is, it's you messaging me, you know I'm recording. Am I messaging you now? Empty hands.
It's only because I opened my phone and there was a message to tell me that I've opened my phone. I don't know why it does that, honestly.
Yeah. But you can't blame me this time, is the point.
Either way, before starting this, I had a quick Google of stuff that would be classed as family anime. Got nothing.
Fanime.
I literally got nothing.
Can we make that the word we're using, please?
No.
Famine.
Famine. Either way, so I then had a Google of anime that is like fairy tale, and it's like, you're looking for action adventure, are you?
One Piece.
Okay. So again, we'll go through the ones that's come up with here. So One Piece, I'd say, is definitely.
Well, we haven't seen it.
No, but we've seen what it's about, and it's very family.
It's just pirates, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's fun as well. I think that's the thing about
Funime.
Funimation.
A Funime famime. I can't even say it. Say that quick. Funime famime.
So please subscribe. We need to get paid for this stuff. Just so I've got to deal with it.
I swear, if everyone starts calling it famine, I'm going to scream because if I see you nicking our We Found Cake video,
which then everybody stole.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, back to it. Naruto.
I hate Naruto.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of Naruto either.
He just runs about with his arms behind him.
But I can see it being something that the family could watch.
Nah, I think Naruto is in the same region as like a little boy anime.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
Digimon.
Dragon Ball.
Beyblade.
I
don't say Dragon Ball.
I put Dragon Ball in there. Now I wouldn't, but I do before.
What about Bleach then? That's a little more grown up.
Don't know anything about Bleach.
Well, it's about
other than the bleach on my hair. Yeah.
But technically, it's about, I think it's a Shinigami who goes around hunting ghosts and stuff like that. So it's a little more grown up, I think. Honestly, I never got past the first episode. I watched it 3 times and then fell asleep after it every time. I'm like,
well, that's not good, is it, if an anime makes you fall asleep?
No, because it's one of the ones where you go to bed and you're like, I'm going to bed, I just want something to watch, I'll give this a try, but then you fall asleep because you're tired. It's like, I did the same thing the other day with Steins Gate. I was like, oh, I'll put this on, and then I got really into it. I was like, this looks awesome, and then fell asleep because I was tired. But I don't know, I think it's a bit more grown up. I think it's could be right. Full Metal. Can you stop, please?
I think
Go on.
it's a bit too fighty for young kids.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
And there's a lot of stuff about genocide and mass murder and war and...
Yeah, but kids would look past that, I think.
I know, but as a parent... I mean, kids, yeah, of course, they wouldn't pick up on the fact it's genocide or, you know, but I don't know. I mean, maybe kids would like it because of the whole concept of him being little and wanting to be bigger and everyone making fun of him for being little and all this stuff.
Yeah, I think kids would love it.
But as a parent, I think you'd have to make the decision whether your child is intelligent enough to understand what's really happening or not.
Yeah. But then there's so, like I said before, there's so much stuff that you watch as kids that you never realised. Like if
it's like pantomimes, isn't it? When you go back, they're filth.
Or if you watch any show ever that was on Nickelodeon, there are so many sex references that you never picked up on.
And Shrek.
And
Shrek's
so
a good
many,
one for
so
it.
many innuendos that you'd never have got as a kid.
Like, to me, no, it's not an anime, but the Shrek films are the ultimate family films. Because the kids love it, the grown-ups love it, people our age love it, teenagers love it, because there's so many different layers.
Like an onion.
Like an onion. Like, there's something for everyone, and there's these jokes that the kids don't get, but the adults do. And it's just, it's one of them where if you rewatch it as well, if you rewatch it now, you pick up on stuff you never picked up on before.
Exactly. So again, I think Full Metal's a big one for families.
I just think there are some quite dark themes, that's all. That's all I'm saying.
As someone
but
who's grown
I would
up,
let my children watch it, I think.
As someone who's grown up, we loved it.
Mm-hmm.
But then the stuff that, like the genocide sort of stuff like you mentioned, the kids would never in a million years pick up on that.
Well, the only thing that worries me as well is the homunculus stuff, whether that would scare them or not. Because, like, envy is quite weird looking, quite creepy. And as a kid, when you see something like that, and like all the eyeballs and stuff, it's quite scary as a child.
I suppose, maybe.
So I think it's just your judgment whether your child would. But I think, there's a lot of elements that make it a family anime, but then there's also stuff you've got to consider. Will this scare them or not?
Yeah.
Because to us it's not scary, obviously, but to kids it can be very scary.
Yeah.
It's
definitely.
like, I was scared of Dumbo when I was a kid.
For the big flappy ears?
No, it was all that whole bit about, because it's a circus, I found that creepy. And then the whole bit with all the pink elephants and stuff flying overhead. For some reason, that scene always weirded me out. So this is what I mean. Every child's different, and I did not like Dumbo.
Fair enough.
There was The Black Cauldron as well, which was another Disney film. Terrified of that. My mum let me watch it once and never again. I've not watched it since.
Can't say I've ever seen it. So
we'll have to watch it together, because I can't remember anything from it other than the fact I was traumatised, so I've probably blocked it out. But that's what I mean, every kid is different.
Yeah.
Because I had friends who frigging loved that film, that's why I watched it, and then I was terrified.
Right. Moving on anyway. Hunter x Hunter, or Hunter x Hunter as it's supposed to be called.
Again, I don't know anything
exactly.
about it.
I've never really seen it. It looks kind of childish, but honestly I can't comment on it because I tried to watch it, and then at the time there wasn't an English dub, and being autistic I'm not the fastest reader, so I'm like, nah, can't do something.
Yeah, you find it quite hard, don't you?
Yeah, that's I chose not to watch it then, and now there's a dub. I've never found a reason to go back to it.
You can't even do like karaoke unless you know all the words already.
Yeah.
So that's a big thing for us. I don't know if it bothers any of you that most of the time we wait for a subbed version, but it's dubbed. Because dubbed version, but it's because Rob can't always keep up.
Yeah, I mean, we'll touch on this on a different one actually, because that sounds like a really interesting topic.
How it is for sort of children with sensory issues,
or just disabilities in general.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a really interesting podcast.
Because for a lot of kids with disabilities, they love anime because of all the bright colours and stuff. It's just like, it's amazing to them, isn't it? But then obviously you have that issue where it has to be dubbed, otherwise you can't. I
mean, don't get me wrong, I got on with Dragon Ball Super as subbed, but I suppose it's not because it's high dialogue, yeah.
It's quite short, and a lot of it's action as opposed to dialogue as well.
So,
whereas with something that's a lot of talking, that would be harder.
Yeah, definitely. There was one where I tried to watch, and it was all just talking, and I was like, nah, I'm not watching something that I've got to read. If I'm going to do that, I'll buy the manga.
Well, it's like Violet Evergarden. It's not very action based, so I think if it wasn't dubbed, you wouldn't be able to watch it, because it is a lot of like story and dialogue, and I mean there's a lot of stuff to do with beautiful landscape and stuff, which is fine.
Yeah.
But I think you get away with it when it's more action based.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, I'll skip through a few of these because some I've never even heard of, like Rave Master, so can't comment on that one. D. Greyman.
The picture for it doesn't look very family friendly.
No, it looks very adulty almost. It's almost demonic, isn't it? So it's hard to comment on it really. So I can't really mention that. Soul Eater. Soul Eater is one that I keep seeing.
I've not heard of it.
I keep seeing the manga every time we go to Waterstones, and I keep thinking, should I check this out? And then never did.
Should he check it out? Let him know.
Yeah, let me know whether I should check it out.
Oh, what's that? That's pretty.
Magi is one that is on Netflix, actually. It's a Netflix original, Magi. There's Magi, Adventure of Sinbad, Labyrinth of Magic. There's hundreds of different Magi series.
I haven't seen it on Netflix.
Yeah, there's a ton of different Magi series. Sinbad's the main one, I think, at the moment.
Might have to watch that then. That looks interesting.
But definitely, I think that's one that we could class as family. I think
it looks like it, because I know you guys can't see, but the pictures, them all with like very bright block-coloured hair, like it looks very Sailor Moony. Do you know what I mean? Yeah.
Oh, that's another one to mention. Actually, Sailor Moon.
Family. I loved that when I was a kid.
Family or kid though? Kid.
Both.
You think?
I rewatched it a couple of years ago and I still enjoyed it. Whereas, like, not anime, but I tried to rewatch Powerpuff Girls because it was on Netflix.
Yeah.
I watched half of the first episode and was like, nope. I'll just keep my memories of it. Whereas Sailor Moon, I still enjoyed it. Same with Pokemon. Still enjoy watching that now. But I don't think my mum and dad would feel the same. For us, it was because it was part of our childhood and we grew up with it. It's like an equivalent for my dad is Danger Mouse. That was his favourite when he was a kid. So now he'll watch it because it's part of his childhood. You know, so it's like there's a connection. Same with Bagpuss and Magic Roundabout for my mum and my dad.
Aye. God, we're going old now.
Well, it were a big thing, wasn't it? So
do they still exist these days?
I don't think so.
No, I don't think so either.
And I don't think I'd like it if they redid it either, because I like there's a certain, it's like almost animatronics, isn't it? It's not animated or anything for Magic Roundabout and Bagpuss. And Danger Mouse is that like old. Oh, and Sooty and Sweep. To be fair, I did watch them. But when now, I'd love to sit and watch Rosie and Jim.
No.
And Tots TV.
No, because it would be horrible.
Did you watch Tots TV?
I don't know about Tots TV, but
that was my favourite.
Rosie and Jim's one of the ones where I'm pretty sure it's 98% innuendo.
Well, now it's like
it's horrible.
I wouldn't watch Thomas the Tank Engine because they've changed the whole way it's animated and it's garbage now.
They've changed a lot of stuff about.
Same
Fireman
with
Sam.
Pingu as well.
Fireman Sam, they've gone with that Disney bobblehead thing as well.
And Pingu's not like the.
I think Postman Pat's same as well.
Wasn't Pingu like the stop-start plasticine kind of animation? And now it's not. It's cartoon animation.
Well, it's
But Tots TV was my favourite. They were like puppets, weren't they, or dolls or something?
Couldn't tell you no. I think so, yeah.
I'm a tot, je suis un tot, teeny tom and tiny, with the tots of Tots TV, 1, 2, 3. I used to sing it all the time, me and my mum, and I learnt French from that.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a tot, je suis un tot, teeny tom and tiny, with the tots of Tots TV, 1, 2, 3. I had them all as well as cuddly dolls.
Let's move on from stupid kids TV.
No,
anyway.
but the point is, if you grew up with it, you're probably more likely to still enjoy it because it's nostalgic.
Yeah.
Whereas, but obviously that doesn't translate with everything, like Powerpuff Girls.
Yeah.
But I would actually like to try them and watch more of what I watched when I was younger to see if it's a Cartoon Network thing.
Yeah.
Because like I'd love Dexter's Laboratory, Ed, Ed and Eddie, Courage the Cowardly Dog. I never liked Cow and Chicken.
I've never really watched any of them.
Did you not watch Cartoon Network?
Yeah, that's what I mostly watched, but like I watched
Johnny Bravo.
Again, I hated that.
Did you?
I hated it because I hated Johnny. I hated him. I had a thing where I just wanted to punch him in the face.
Yeah, but I was at a point where I really liked the Grease movie, and Johnny Bravo was almost like, it was that kind of T-Bird kind of thing. What else was there on Cartoon Network?
I don't know, but we're
I feel
nowhere
like
near
I
the
watched
topic.
so much. It's all animated.
But we're trying to do family anime and by no means touch on kids, and now all we're talking about is what we watched as kids.
Family.
Anyway,
part of the podcast is going off on a tangent, right?
Only when we've got a limited time schedule, because I've got to pay extra to go over it.
Pay for it then.
We're not getting enough views, so please view it so we can do longer podcasts.
We're living our childhood right now. And I'm sure they are too.
So, if you're a fan of... Well, if you've got Netflix, shall I say...
If you're a fanime of famine me...
I'm going to stab her, guys. I'm going to stab her. 7 Deadly Sins.
No.
Really?
He constantly sexually assaults her and steals her underwear, and there's so much stuff to do with breasts, it's unreal. That is verging on hentai.
But would kids see that?
They show panty shots and tits.
But you'll see past that. You'd see past it.
I guess maybe if kids are still at the stage where they think boobs are food, then maybe.
Right, we'd say that as a no, probably.
But I just think it's... I don't know, honestly. I think it's really inappropriate, though.
Yeah, possibly. Blue Exorcist. I'd say so. I'd say that's family. We enjoyed it.
Not really young children, though.
You know, I think?
It's the whole violence thing, again.
But what did you watch as kids? I spent most of my time watching Power Rangers.
And he's an exorcist. It's about demons and stuff. That's the other thing.
But you're not going to see that as a kid, are you? You won't even know what a demon is.
I know. Maybe because I work with kids, so maybe I'm thinking too much into it.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't notice.
Exactly.
But Blue Exorcist is definitely one that the older ones can enjoy.
Yeah.
As well.
I mean, I think it's good for everyone, just because the violence thing isn't a thing. I spent most of my childhood watching Power Rangers, and all I wanted to do was run around with a muddy morph thing on my wrist, shouting, "It's morphing time." You know.
I'm laughing because I did too.
Exactly.
With my brother.
Exactly.
And I was always Pink Ranger though.
Hell, I watched Xena with my mum and I used to use frisbees like chakrams.
To be fair, that's a fair point. I watched Xena and I watched Buffy the Vampire Slayer and Charmed as well.
Exactly, so violence isn't a thing for kids.
No, I guess not.
Unless you've got that mental age where you're going to go into a school and shoot them, America.
America.
But it's not really a thing as such. Definitely it's not in the UK anyway.
I think it's fine when kids don't become too immersed and obsessed with it. Like, an episode a day, for example, probably.
I mean, if you're watching... I suppose if you're watching live action stuff like that, where it's all fighting, then you'd maybe... Like, if you used to watch like, a kickboxing film, for instance, you're like, oh, this is kickboxing, you could do that. But when you're seeing a guy with a sword 3 times the size of him getting into sword fights...
When it's more fantasy.
Yeah. Then I think it's easy to get... How many kids do you think could be running around a playground shouting Kamehameha and just waving their arms around like nutters?
Well, we used to play Powerpuff Girls all the time and just pretend we were fighting and flying around.
Exactly, so I think that's the thing of... I think the fighting thing's fine, really.
I was always Bubbles, but now I am 100% Buttercup.
I don't know what that means, so I can't tell you.
Did you never actually watch it?
I thought it was utter garbage.
To be fair, I don't think my brother watched it either. It was very much a little girl.
I'm going to say, if you was a girl, you watched Powerpuff Girls. If you was a boy, you watched Dragon Ball.
And My Little Pony. And Care Bears. I loved Care Bears. Care Bears, sir!
So sticking with that anyway, I know you've not seen it, but My Hero Academia, which...
Yeah, you have to take this one.
Well, it's one about high school, basically, of teaching someone to be a hero. Can I just say, though,
this is because Rob just watches animes without me.
Because I just want to give them a go and see what I think of them.
I'm lucky you let me watch Terror in Resonance, to be fair.
Which was good.
It was only because we were on holiday and you had to spend all your time with me.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
We needed to find something new to watch.
Which, on that point, is not a family anime.
No. No, that's not. Definitely not. So yeah, My Hero Academia is basically a high school of kids that basically training to be the next superhero. They've got powers, whatever else. So, again, it's based in a school, but they've all got superpowers and they can fly or use fire or whatever else.
Yeah, got you.
So again, it's very kid friendly, and I suppose as an adult you could watch it as well. So it's something that you could watch with your kids.
Whether you'd enjoy it or not, though, is...
Well, it depends on if you're not a fan of anime.
Not a fan of me.
You're gonna watch Cartoon Network. If you're a fan of anime, this is what you get them to watch, isn't it? So I suppose that's the base of people that we're looking at. Or maybe why you should watch it.
Anime is bigger now than when we were kids.
Definitely.
Because it wasn't something I ever really heard of until I was a teenager.
Well, because it never really hit its takeoff until 80s, 90s.
And obviously I didn't know that Pokemon and stuff was any different to Cartoon Network, for example.
It was because it was shown
we
on
didn't categorise it.
As such.
What I mean is we didn't categorise them any different.
No. Anyway, we're going to try and start wrapping it up because there's not much more I can think of, really. I mean, the stuff that's coming up here, like Beelzebub, Gintama, I know.
Monster. Great family anime.
But
Tokyo Ghoul. That's for kids.
SAO.
Yeah. Yeah, I think SAO.
SAO's a good one for kids, I think. I mean, it's coming up with Sonic X, and I'd say that's more cartoon, to be fair. Fate Zero, I can't really comment on. Same for Hack, I can't comment on because I haven't seen it.
It's like Vampire Night, I'd say. you could get away with older kids and young teens for that. Because it's very much like a romance.
I mean, there's stuff coming up here like Akamega Kill and...
Akamega Kill? I don't think so.
Exactly. I haven't really seen much of it, but I'd definitely say no. But again...
We've got the mangas and they're assassins. They chop people's heads off and stuff.
Exactly. But this is action... This is coming under the action adventure. This is the action adventure stuff, and it's coming. So it's hard to say. Like Angel Beats just come up as well, so it's very loose on what you could look Pokemon there. So
Digimon.
I can't really think of much else.
Digimon,
Digital Monsters, Digimon are the champions. And on that note, we will wrap it up and call it a day, guys. So I mean, there's plenty of different stuff out there for you to watch with your kids if you're looking to get them into anime or
All
whatever
I'd say
else.
is maybe watch it yourself first, and then make your own judgment.
Possibly.
Or watch an episode ahead of your kids. Because I think that's the biggest problem nowadays. It's what...
Screening.
Yeah, the parents just don't. They're not watching what their kids are doing. So I think it's the most important thing is making sure it's appropriate for your child.
Yeah, I suppose.
Because every child's different.
But then you could say the same watching Cartoon Network.
Exactly. Anything. YouTube. Anything.
Oh, well, YouTube's an open world anyway.
You need to be making sure what they're doing. Because like a young boy with autism is going to take it different to a boy the same age who doesn't have autism.
Yeah, I suppose.
Like, for every single child is different. So don't go off like completely what we're saying either. Like, yeah, go ahead, let your kids watch it. You need to make your own judgment.
Oh yeah, definitely. But we are just here to give you ideas on stuff that if you've got kids and you want to get them into anime,
you can have a look at it.
Here's stuff to check out. Anyway, that's been it for today, guys. So I will see you later. So bye for now, guys. Bye.